Measurement Module 6, Lesson 1, Finding Circumference of Circle, Semicircle, or a Quadrant. Calculators are allowed for this class. In this topic, we are going to learn about circles. Just by learning a few simple formula, you'll be soon on your way to understanding how this topic works. Let's have fun with it. Let's define some of these terms, shall we? What is circumference? Now let's draw this so that we can illustrate it a little bit better. Circumference is the perimeter of a circle, calculated by a little formula which is pi d or 2 pi r. So this r stands for radius. What is a radius? A radius is a straight line joining the center of a circle to any point on the circumference, just like what is drawn right there. Any point on the circumference from the center of the circle. Now what is d? D is diameter, a straight line dividing a circle into two equal halves. That's a diameter. What is pi? Pi is circumference divided by diameter. So the outside perimeter divided by diameter is 22/7, which is also equals to 3.14. The objectives of this lesson are: number 1, identify different parts of a circle. 2, learn the concept of pi. And thirdly, finding circumference of circle, semicircle, and quadrant. Now, an interesting fact. If you take the circumference of any circle, and I mean any circle, and divide it by the diameter of the circle, it is always going to be the same. That means if you take any circumference of any circle and divide it by its diameter, the answer you're going to get is always going to be the same. Now, mathematicians have called this constant pi, and we use it to calculate the area and circumference of circles. Now, it is represented by a symbol, and the symbol is written this way. It's called pi, and its value is usually taken as 3.14 or 22/7. We can also get the value of pi from the calculator by pressing this button, pi, and followed by hitting the equal sign. Okay, and you do that, and the thing is, you'll see pi again and again and again as long as the topic is revolving around circles. Question 1, students. Circle A has a radius of 10 cm and circle B has a diameter of 21 cm. Find the total circumference of both circles. Now, the formula for finding the circumference of a circle is pi d when using a diameter or 2 pi r when using the radius. Having said that, let's move on to step 1. Circumference of circle A. Circumference of circle A equals to, only the radius is given, so it's 2 pi r. 2 pi r, let's write that down, which is equals to 2 times 3.14 times 10. Okay, and what is the answer you get? You get 3.14 times 2, 62 times 10, 62.8 cm. Step 2, circumference of circle B. Diameter is given, therefore it's pi d. Pi d equals to 22/7. You can use 3.14, you can use 22/7, doesn't really matter. 22/7 makes more sense because you can cancel out. 22/7 multiplied by 21. Okay, and you do the mathematics over there, and the answer you get is 66 cm. This is the circumference of circle B. Now, step 3 is to combine the two answers. Combine the two answers. Total circumference of circle A and B equals to 62.8 plus 66, which is equals to 128.8 centimeters, and that's your final answer. Well done. Moving on to question 2. Students, as I always say, Open up your notes when you're watching these videos. It will help you through a lot of the things that you're doing. Now, question 2. Find the perimeter of a semicircle with diameter 13 cm, giving your answer correct to 1 decimal place. Use the calculator for this one. Use the calculator value of pi. A semicircle, as you know, is half a circle. So first, we have to find half the circumference of a circle. So that is step 1. So what is half a circumference? It is going to be half times pi d. Pi d is a full circle, so take half of that and you get half the circumference. Equals to half times calculator value of pi times 13. What's the answer you get? You get 20.42 cm. And this is correct to what? 2 decimal places. So I'm going to write down there 2 decimal places. But the answer requires you to have only in 1 decimal place. So that is approximately equals to what? 20.4 cm. Okay, 1 decimal place. Now we are talking about the perimeter of the semicircle, which means now we have to include the diameter as well. So remember to add in the diameter to find the complete perimeter of the semicircle. That is step 2. 20.4 cm, which is the circumference of half a semicircle, plus 13 cm, which is the diameter, gives you the final answer of 33.4 cm. We are done with question 2. Moving on. Last question of this lesson, question 3. Find the perimeter of a quadrant with radius 14 cm. Pi is given as 22/7. That instruction is given. A quadrant is a quarter circle. So first we have to find a quarter of the circumference of a circle. Step 1. Since radius is given to us, we will use the formula 2 pi r. But 2 pi r is for full circle, so this is only a quarter of a circumference. Therefore, it's 1/4 times 2 pi r equals to 1/4 times 2 times 22/7 times 14. When you do the math, what do you get? You get 22 cm. But remember, you've got to find the complete perimeter of the quadrant, which means there are 2 radiuses that you have to add on. So step 2, take the circumference, which is 22 cm, 22 plus 14 cm, as shown in the diagram, plus another 14 cm, and add them all up and you get 50 cm. And that's your final answer. Now you've got the complete perimeter of this diagram. Alright students, we are done with lesson 1 of measurements. Go ahead and attempt the quiz. I will see you in lesson 2. Go score!